Okay. Let's take a big breath in and reach it up. Lean all the way over and all the way over the other way. Notice if you're feeling stiff one side or the other. We're going to go back and forth one more time each side. Inhale as you reach, get that side bend in. It's like doing a standing crescent stretch. And come back to center. Whichever side you felt tighter on, reach up, take a big breath in, and we're going to go to that side and hold. It doesn't have to be the same side as mine. You don't have to mirror me. Maybe it's my right side that's tight and everybody else has a left side that's tight. Here we go. Breathe, stretch, see if you can go a little deeper into it. Make sure you're grounded through both feet. I noticed I was pulling up. That's kind of cheating into the move. Ground your feet and lean into it. And then just for fun, let's go the other way. I don't know why that feels so much better, one side than the other. Too much sitting yesterday, I guess. Okay, let's reach up and work through the shoulders. So I want you to see if you can feel your shoulder blades moving as you do this. Feel your muscles working. One more round. And then we'll go back the other way. Good. And then let's reach, reach. And we can go across, punching, twisting, just waking up the thoracic spine, finding mobility, or maybe it feels great. Maybe you feel a little stuck. One more set, right and left. Just roll your shoulders. And while you're rolling your shoulders, if you need to turn on your fitness tracker, this is a good time to do it. I keep forgetting. Keep rolling your shoulders back. And forwards. Good. Just come down to the hips. I think what I learned last month is we can kind of blend the warm up and the movement prep. So we're going to glide a little more fluidly through it. And hula hoops. And reverse. Nice big circles, as big as you can get them. And let's make some figure eights. All those little muscles underneath the glutes have to move when you do this. And reverse. Good. Coming down to the knees. We're going to circle them, and as you circle, imagine well, not imagine, I want you to feel the edges of your feet on the floor as your knees go around. So you're rolling around the edges of your feet also. Working through the ankle, reversing direction. Just waking up those joints, getting the snap, crackle, pops out. Yay, we have another person joining us. Good morning. Yeah. Let's work our ankles, circling it out. So there I was. I thought I was going to escape winter, going to Mexico for a week. And it never got out of the 70s, and it was cold at night. And I did not bring warm clothes because I thought I was going to summer. So I left winter, went to essentially a tropical winter, switch sides. Came home and we're supposed to have 4 to 5 feet of snow by the weekend. I don't know about these midwinter breaks. I really don't. So I said, well, we can go to a shop. We can buy a sweatshirt. In Mexico, they don't sell sweatshirts because it's usually warm. It's like lots of t-shirts. So we just froze. Oh, here we go. And let's hold on one side. So think about pushing that hip back. We're going to work on this a lot. Knee forward, hip back. I'm not going to do this sideways to you. We'll get to that later. Just think about your hip pushing to the wall behind you, your knee moving forward, tracking with your toes, and sinking down. Think about releasing through the pelvic floor, if that doesn't cause a problem for you, and pushing into the outside edge of your foot on the leg that's straight. And let's hold it. Are you dying yet? Okay. And let's come up and over and stretch out the other side. Oh, ease into it. Remember, knees track with toes. Hip goes back, knee goes forward. It's okay to be forward of your knee if your ankles are that bendy. Just make sure your hip is also going back. If you're not working through your hips and you're going through your knees are eventually going to talk to you and say they hate you and they need to be replaced. So, and let's come up. Walk your feet in, standing. Let's do our shoulder drops first, and then we'll do standing cat-cow. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk your feet in a little bit more so they're more under your hips. And let's tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin, round your back. And then lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Lift your tailbone, lift the crown of your head. Let's round, round, round. And lengthen and stretch. Do that one more time. Check in with your feet that you're grounded through everything. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Round it through that tripod. And then lift, lift, lift. And we'll roll it up. Okay, grab a drink. And we'll get going. So, my handwriting is too small. I'm going to keep it closer to me. We're going to start with our Russian dancer move. Has everything but we're going to be down in a squat and kick out our leg. Our modified Russian dancer. So feet wide, you're going to reach up and back, and then squat down and come up. Let's do 10 of those. 2. Think about your spine moving, everything's moving. 6. 8. 9. And 10. And from here, we're going to get a band, a heavy band if you have it. And we're going to put it above our knees. So if you have my set of bands, the green, yellow, blue, black, go for blue or black. Otherwise, go with the heaviest band that you have. Which I'm going to guess is probably not quite like our black band, but maybe. If you need bands, let me know. I still have a couple of sets I can send out. We're going to do star squats. Okay. And then the band comes off. So let's sink into a little squat. So hips go back, my knees are a little bit forward, but right over the middle of your foot. You want to feel grounded through that whole tripod. I was just facing sideways so you can see my squat. So from here, we're going to step out to the side, as far back as you can, and then all the way back. So suppose we're not going forward, we're just going out to the side, out about 45 degrees behind you, and back. And what I want you to feel is this leg is working, is moving, but your standing leg is doing all the work to stabilize. So let's step out, out, and out. And you can guess where this is going to go as the 4 weeks go on. It feels easy stabilizing through your hip with the band above your knees. We're going to take the band down to your ankles, but not today. One more out, angle, and back. You should be feeling it. That standing leg isn't moving, it's not wobbling, it's not compensating. I can't see what everybody's doing, but here we are. So let's sink into that little squat. Check that your hip is okay. You're grounded through your foot. And let's step out on an angle. Reach as far back as you can. Out. Angle. Back. This is a hip intensive day. Also arms, also shoulders, also legs. You got a little bit of everything. Right now we're hip intensive. Let's do 2 more sets. Out. Back. Going to reach as far back as you can. Out as far as you can. Back as far as you can. Oops, I bumped the ball. And shake it out. So that's a little wake up. You can put the band away. We are going to wake up our shoulders. We're not going to use weights or anything. It's a little warm up. I learned a while ago. I haven't done it in a while. So we're going to come into that hinged position. I want your hips supporting you, not your back. Your back is going to stay flat, straight. And what we're going to do is just move our arms up into an I position. So straight up and down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're only going as far as you can keep your arms straight. We're going to take our arms out to a Y, so a little wider. Thumbs up. See if you can squeeze your shoulder blades at the very top. And then we're going to go out to a T, also thumbs up. Squeeze those shoulder blades, let your back do the work. One more. And then we're going to do something weird. We're going to come into the scarecrow position. It's like upside down goalposts. So shoulders, elbows up, fingertips down. We're going to rotate those arms up. So we're going from down to up. We're just rotating. I think we might go to 8 on this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let your arms drop. Shake them out. And come on up. Nice shoulder warm up, huh? We're going to go into armbar with lower rolling and a Pec Minor iso. So we're going to be down on the floor. Grab whatever weight you were using last time for doing the arm as a post, and we were taking our legs to one side, and a very light weight for doing the isometric. Okay. So starting with arm bar with the lower leg rotation, we're going to be down on the floor. We are going to have our arm as a post. Oops, get the weights out of the way. Arm as a post. Legs come up to tabletop. Check in with your back. Take a big breath in. Exhale your ribs down so your spine is neutral. And from here, we're going to twist down in the opposite direction of your arm and come back up. So your arm is nice and solid. Your back is pressing into the floor while your arm is pushing up to the ceiling. Let's do 6 of these. 6. And reset. Switch hands. Make your arm a post. Pull that back down into the floor. Fist is punching up to the ceiling. Solid, solid, solid. Your weight's not moving. And we're going to twist away from the arm with the weight. So 6 in this direction. Now for the isometric, we haven't done that in a while, so I'm going to refresh everyone, especially the new people. When we're on the floor laying flat, our arms going to be back on the floor in this wide position. So you're not here, you're not here, you're kind of at that 45, and you're going to have a weight in each hand on the floor. So we're going to start in that position. So what we're doing is holding. I'll talk about all of our holding because we'll have 30 to 45 seconds. So find that wide position on the floor. Your knees can be bent. Check that your spine is relaxed and neutral. And what we're going to do is lift those weights with straight arms up off the floor and just hold. And let's go. 30 to 45 seconds here. I don't know if they're 2 or 3 pound weights. You want to keep your spine down. You want to keep your chest open. So as you breathe, see if you can create space into your upper rib cage. What we're doing is putting tension on the pec muscle tendons to lengthen. Okay, we are at 30 seconds. If you want to stay here, I'm going to hold it another 15. Eventually, we're going to work up to a minute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. So ideally, you would pair these with the chest press, and we have a chest press later. But you should feel, or I hope you feel, like a little wider, a little lighter across the chest. When these muscles aren't pulling your shoulders forward, your shoulders have more freedom of motion when you're working them. So let's get into our workout. We're going to start, I told you this was hip intensive. We're starting with slouchy squats. It's another thing we haven't done in a while. Okay. You'll be moving that camera a lot. Slouchy squat. I want you to come into a kickstand position. And I'll just show you, I'll demonstrate. Your hip goes back, your knee goes forward, and you're sinking down, straight down into it. If your heel comes up, that's A-okay. So it's just like kneeling down onto the floor. Okay, but your hip is going back. You're not pushing your knee forward to go down. Oop, I can't even do that. And you're not going so far back that your leg is pulling back. I want you grounded over your whole foot. We're going to start on the strong side. And the slouchy squat is this. You hinge first, like you're going to do a deadlift. And then you turn that into a squat, bending your knees, rounding your back, and lowering all the way down. Unfolding, pushing through your foot to come all the way up. Okay, let's do 3 more on each side. So we're going to hinge and then push that knee forward into a squat. Round down, round through your foot and push through your foot and pull up. Super important, you feel that foot pushing. So you're going to feel solid on the way down. Push through your foot. Activate everything on the back of your leg as you come up. It was that 4? I don't know if that was 4. But we're going to switch sides. So spread your toes, ground your feet, hinge, and then come down. Nice and slow. And then unfold. Hip goes back, knee goes forward, Back rounds. You're keeping your body weight over that middle of your foot. 2 more. Yeah, I'm losing my balance on this side too. It's okay. We're going to get stronger. Right? You feel all those muscles that are working. You can look at the camera and do this. Here we go. Push, 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 and come on up. From here, we're going to take that scarecrow movement we did in the movement prep and add some light weights. If you're not sure about your shoulders, do it without weights. But start light, and we'll build this. So we're going to start with a lateral raise. Rotate back, pull your shoulder blades together. So I'm going from here to here, pulling back, chest press, back to neutral, and down. So up, rotate, squeeze the back, squeeze the front, come back to neutral, rotate down and down. Sorry, I didn't show that right the first time. Up, pull back, pull forwards, come back to neutral, rotate down and down. 3, back, forwards, neutral, rotate down and down. 2 more. If I said a number and I'm not counting right, just ignore me. Down and down. This is not vacation brain, this is Debbie brain. Up, back, forwards, down, and down. Good. We're going to come back at this again, I think. Put those weights down. Now we're coming on the floor. We are going to do, no, we're not. The floor is the next set of exercises. Side lunge to overhead press and tricep kickbacks. So whatever weight you might use for an overhead press, choose that weight. If you're not doing an overhead press, just hold the weight at your shoulder. Still will work and do the same thing. So the side lunge looks like this. You're going to step out, come down to a side lunge. Oops, you're not pressing down here. And we're going to step and press up. We're not stepping together. We're just going down and up. Or push through your foot. Create that line, create that strength through your core. 5 and 6. Good. Let's go to the other side. Sink down into that squat. Come up and press. 2. 3. Make sure you're pushing that hip back. Your glute should be working. We have 1 more in the set. Good. And then kickbacks. I need more than 3 pounds for a kickback. Here we go. We're going to do one side at a time. So triceps. See if everybody has their weights. Everybody's set. Good. Okay. So shoulders are level. You're not letting one side drop. Back is engaged, abs engaged, hips engaged. We're going to pull up. Keep your elbow there and kick back with your palm up like you're holding a bowl of soup there. And then just come back. 10 on each side. Right. When you're done, go to side 2. 2, keep that elbow up high. So you can get your arms straight. Get that rotation in. Good. And 10. Okay. So coming back to the beginning, we are alternating upper body, lower body. There's no rest for the weary. Hopefully you're not too weary. We're going to go through all that again. 4 Souchy squats on each side. Okay. So kickstand. So your knees are together, bending your knee and just putting your foot down where it lands. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Squat, squat, squat. Round, round, round. So where's this going to go as we work out through the month? We can do more reps. We can add weight. We can add foot stability, ankle stability challenges. So think about, that's why it's so important to think about pressing through the floor. Find that whole foot stability. Find that ankle stability. And then we build. Okay. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Round, round, round. And remember, you're coming all the way up to standing. You're not getting to here and saying, okay, I'm ready to go again. I want you all the way up. Down, down, down. Hinge, squat, round. Okay. Small weights. We're doing our Scarecrow move. Almost bent. Like you're doing a lateral raise. 90 degrees. Hold it there at 90 degrees. Up to goalpost arms. Squeeze shoulder blades. Make a chest press. Come back to neutral. Rotate down and rotate down. Okay. Up, up, pull back, come forward, neutral, rotate down and down. 3, squeeze, press, open, rotate down, all the way down. Squeeze, neutral, rotate. Good, last one, I think. Up, up, squeeze, pull, reach, rotate, and down. Good. Side lunge with overhead press. Oop, so I didn't say it. The direction you're lunging in is opposite to the side you have your weight in. So you're going to come into that side lunge, up and press. Notice if you're pushing into the foot, it's a little bit easier to make that press happen. Of course, if your weight is too heavy, it's too heavy. But I don't think we're there yet. Up. Good. 6. Strong arms, good. Strong shoulders, good job. Switch sides. Sink it down. Punch it up. 2, 3. Push through that foot. We have one more. Good. Triceps. And on each side. Then we take a break and we move on. Here we go. This will be the end of the second set of round 1. Up, kick back, rotate, and down. So if you're coming all the way back to your shoulder, you're not really adding anything to the move. You might be helping with building momentum, but you're not isolating the triceps. Focus on the squeeze at the top. Get those muscles on the back of your arm to yell at you or talk to you. Maybe they're whispering, "Thank you, I love you. I know you're paying attention to me." Here we go. Or maybe they're just stoic saying, "Oh my God, what is she doing?" Side 2, up and kick back. Shoulders are neutral. Rotations coming from your elbow. If you have elbow issues, I'm sorry. We'll talk about it. 8, 9, and 10. Good. The ways to make that harder, obviously, you add weight, you add reps, you add a little pulse. And we shake our arms out, grab a drink, and I'll tell you what's in round 2. We'll see if we can get through 2 of them. We're going to do side step downs, right, left, right. There's only one thing that's right, left that takes longer, and that's our side step down. So again, we're going to focus on hinging back and letting your hip muscles lower you as you're on a step. So you'll need your step at the lowest setting or a book. A thick book works. I know nobody has phone books anymore, but maybe you have a textbook, or nobody has dictionaries anymore either. A thick book will work too. Something that's maybe somewhere between 2 and 4 inches. If you only have a step that's higher than that, if you're using a step stool, take it next to a wall. So that you can hold on, because your heel is not going to come down to the floor. I don't think, at least not this first week. So, the side step down. Sorry, I'll tell you what else is coming. Side step downs, chest press. We're going to do bridges with our heels up, bicycle crunches, and windshield wipers. Yeah, or we'll say bicycle crunches and windshield wipers for the end. Anyway, step down. It's going to be like you're stepping off, but instead of just going forward into your knee, we're going to purposefully lower through our heel, through our hip, I mean. So lower, 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 tap that heel down and pull yourself up. This is a front step down, not a side step down. We'll do side step downs on Thursday since I've already just set up for front. So your heel comes off. You're using your standing leg to lower it. What I want you to be careful of is the common compensation is to peg that hip. So to pull this hip up and shrink this distance between your hips and your ribs. And it happens with the side step downs too. That also happens with the front step downs where you do this and try to lower your foot down. So try to stay long through the torso, strong through the hips, and tap down. So your hip goes back, your foot is fully grounded on your step. And we're going to do about 5 on each side. It feels weird, right? Because we're all used to pushing through our knees. Get that hip back, ground through your foot. Nice. And switch sides when you're ready. So those horse steps that you go up on a trail, sometimes you also have to go down. And usually we have hiking poles to help balance us. But nice to know that your legs can hold you also. Okay. That's the only right, left. And that's the only deviation. I had side step downs and I showed you front step downs. We'll do the side step downs on Thursday. Chest press, we're coming down on the floor. Bridge will be on the floor. Crunches will be on the floor. Vipers will be on the floor. So gather your weight. We're doing a chest press like we did last month. I told you there would be some constants between last month and this month. We were building strength through our one arm rows, through our chest press, and we're going to keep building that. So today's chest press, we'll do our one arm rows on Thursday. And if you like, you can always throw them in after this workout. So settle in, settle your back, and let's go for 10 rows. Assuming your weights are a little bit heavier than they were when we started last month. Or you can always add that rotation and bring the weights together at the top. And as you come down, that pec minor tendon that we worked at the very beginning is happy. It's going into a lengthened position you just taught it about. So when you're all done, safely put the weights down. And get your step. Those of you who know me, this is Debbie Brain, not Vacation Brain. I have weights all over my floor. Hopefully your space isn't as messy as mine. You can put your feet up on anything. It doesn't have to be a step. It can be a chair. It can be any height as long as your heels are up and your toes are up. So we're going to press into your heels. Actually, first we're going to settle your ribs down. So inhale, exhale. Make sure your ribs and your hips are nice and aligned. We're going to press into your heels and lift up. So this is going to be all hamstring, some calves, and a bunch of glutes. Let's go for 10 lifts. Your arms are out, palms up. You can't use them to help you. Just squeeze into those heels and lift. Imagine you're dragging your heels back towards you. They say we're going for 10, we're going for 10. Every time you come down, make sure your back is relaxed. We want your hips and hamstrings to be doing the lifting, not your back. So if you come down and you feel like your back is arched or your back is doing the work, truly reach out. I will give you an exercise to help you take your back out of your hip bridges and focus on the glutes. It's too much to explain in class, but it's easy to do. Just easier to explain one-on-one. Okay, so from bridge, we're going to do bicycle crunches and then straight leg wipers. A bicycle crunch, but it's Pilates style. So it's not wicked on your spine. You can take your hands behind your head just to support your skull, right? So we're not pulling, elbows stay out. As one leg reaches, you're going to reach one shoulder towards the opposite knee. Bring it back to center. Other side goes. Reach the other way. So your shoulder is going to your knee, which of course it will never reach. So nice and slow. So as you lift, keep a space between your chin and your chest. And when you get to 16, hug your knees in. So in the warm-up, we did the arm bar with our knees bent, and we went to one side, and then we switched and we went to the other side. That was half a windshield wiper. A regular windshield wiper goes like this. You're welcome to keep it bent knee if you're feeling bold and good. Take it to straight leg. And we'll go side to side. 10 total. So 5 each way. The goal is to keep your shoulders on the floor and not let your upper body rotate. And hug your knees in. Roll yourself up to sitting. And we go back through this one more time. And of course, we end up on the floor and we stay on the floor. So there's something to look forward to. Okay. So back to our front side back down. No, we're doing the front step downs. Did everybody get that? Start small, make it easy, and then build your the height of your step. As your legs get stronger, as you get stronger, it gets easier. So you just want to make sure the hip is doing the lowering, not the knee. The knee is helping. Use something for balance if you need it. Make sure you have good form. What are you doing? 6 on each side? And switching sides. You can keep your toes up and your heel down. If you're on the higher step, take it as far as you can and pull it back up. Good. Okay. That's it. Now we get to go on the floor. Chest press. Push yourself from last month. We're not starting from scratch. This is still building. You had a week off to recover. We're doing 10 reps if you're going heavier. Bravo. If you are staying light, don't want to do more than 10, add a little pulse at the bottom like we did in week 4 last month. Okay. Settle your back and lift those weights. 2. I always think of these as the hugging muscles. Those are the ones that can help you get up off the floor when you need to use your arms. I like hugging muscles better. Okay. And when you're done with this set, bring your weights down safely. And take your arms out in that Y that we had. And then bring your hands behind your head and just stretch. Let your arms come out to the side. And just let that stretch happen. Take a deep breath in so it reaches the top of your rib cage. Let that stretch happen and release. Good. I have to pivot around to get to my step. I'm keeping my feet low. So this is a heel dig and drag. You should feel it in the hamstrings pretty intensely. If you're feeling it in your back, we need to work on getting your back out of the workout, out of the bridge. So settle your back. Make sure you can keep your ribs down as you're lifting up, that you're not pulling with your back and arching up. So heels are down, you're reaching in or digging down, dragging towards your butt, and lifting up as high as you can. When you get to 10, hug your knees in. Make some circles with your knees. Stretch your legs up. Get your hamstrings to stretch as you pull your legs in. Circle your ankles. Let your foot muscles relax and your lower leg muscles relax. Let's come into our bicycle crunches. The elbows stay out to the side. I don't want to see anything hugging your head. Your head is supported to keep your neck neutral. Imagine you've got an orange or a tennis ball between your chin and your chest, so you're never, ever like this. So we're going to reach it up and up with the shoulder. You can take your legs as low as you want. My bench is in the way, and I don't care about that. I'm focusing on the crunch, not the reach. You can do both, or one or the other. Everyone's different. Your gaze is always up towards the corner where the ceiling and the wall meet. And then hug your knees in. It's a nice way to wind down. Cool. Do two. From here, either tabletop or straight leg. Windshield wipers coming to one side and to the other. Keep your shoulders on the floor. Last one. Come back to center, hug your knees in. We're going to roll onto one side. Tuck yourself up into the fetal position and hold onto your knees with your bottom arm. You want your knees stacked, one on top of the other. We're going to reach forward with that top arm and open like a book. We are stretching those pecs. Whew. It's okay if your shoulder doesn't reach the floor. Enjoy that stretch. We just worked your obliques. They're getting a stretch now too. And then we're going to come back forward, right across your body. Take a breath on the exhale or the inhale, whichever feels better to you. Some people might feel better doing this on an inhale. Your legs can be straight, they can be bent, doesn't matter. We're going to do that one more time and see if we can get your shoulder a little bit closer to the floor. If you're already there, it's okay. Go through the motions. Use your breath, relax that shoulder down. And we're going to hold for another 15 seconds. Keep that arm out there. If you need to move and go into that movement one more time, that's fine. 5 more seconds. Good. And let's go to the other side. The knees up. Fetal position on side 2. Reach as far forward as you can. And open like a book. Shoulder may or may not be closer to the floor. Keep your knees stacked if you can. Reach forward and open. Last time, reaching forward and opening. Just looking at the clock. There we go. Use your breath, let your abs stretch. 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back to center. Hug your knees in tight. See if you can relax your glutes. Good. Let's make some circles with your knees. So giving your sacrum a little massage. Let's cross one knee over the other knee. I have left over right. We're going to hug both knees in and twist a tiny bit to the right so you're giving your left hip a big stretch. We made it work hard. We're going to hold this. Sorry, I'm curling up so I can see my clock. You don't have to curl up. You just relax. Just give it 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that foot down. Slide the ankle over your knee. So my left foot is still on top. Push your knee away from you and feel that openness in your hip. And we're going to twist down to the right in that direction. So your knee is pushing away, not collapsing in. And we're stretching the IT band. Super important for hip stability. Worked really hard today. Souchy squats and step downs. Side lunges. Oh my, so many things. And come up and we'll switch sides. So now we're right over left. Oh, hugging both legs in. We're going to hang out here for a little while, twisting to the left if that feels good. Giving those glutes and those deeper muscles a big stretch. Breathe, see if you can actively relax those muscles instead of holding them tight. I think a lot of times we're told to tighten up, and that means clenching, and we end up clenching through the butt. And that never, well, sometimes, often, usually doesn't give us a good outcome to clench, clench, clench. You tighten all these muscles, and it's hard to loosen them. And then it's hard to make them work. We're going to hang out here. So see if you can relax them. 3, 2, 1. Slide that ankle over your knee. Relax that hip. Stretch the IT band. And we'll twist down. The IT band on the hip flexors. I love the stretch. Most people don't do it. I don't think I ever had this in a class all the years I've been taking classes. So IT band links to a muscle way up in the hip called the TFL. This is what's stretching. You can't stretch an IT band. Tendons don't stretch. You can encourage them to lengthen, but you can't stretch them. Okay. And that's what the isometrics are for. We're encouraging those tendons to lengthen. Let's come onto our bellies or on our elbows. And I want you to drag your hands back, pull your shoulders down, and look up. And breathe. All right, take our hands under our shoulders, lift up a little bit higher to straight arms. And this time, pull your shoulders down away from your ears just because hunching isn't a good idea. Let your back hold you and let your abs stretch. Let your hip flexors stretch. You can look up if that feels good. You look down if that feels good. This is your stretch. Squeeze your butt See if you can go into it a little bit deeper. And then from here, we're going to lift up and come into child's pose. Pull your elbows into your knees. And bring your knees as close together as you can. And I want you to breathe into your back. So we're blocking your stomach. You can't breathe, you can breathe into your stomach, but see how much expansion you can get into your back muscles to relax them and stretch them. Relax your head, big inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to take our right arm and reach forward. Similar to the stretch we did in the beginning of the workout. Taking that right side, a big stretch. Breathing into your back, trying to get your back to relax and expand. And then bring that down. And because everybody wanted to stretch on their left side instead of the right, we're going to do that side too. So we're going to reach the left hand in front of the right. Inhale, stretch that left side, stretch your back, and release. 2 more deep breaths here. And then come up onto hands and knees. Knees are hip width apart. Let's do a little rocking. Make that as big as you want, forwards and back. Do one more. And we'll call it a day. Welcome back. Month 2. It's February. New workout on Thursday. Hope you like this one, and we'll see you on Thursday.